Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and my family makes our living by buying and selling things we find from thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales, wherever we can find them, and selling them onto platforms like eBay, Depop, Mercari, Poshmark, whatever. And here are our top finds of this last week. So we have been all over the place this last week or so. Been in the rag houses and the thrift stores. We've been private deals, stuff like that, and found all kinds of crazy cool stuff that we'll hopefully share with you more later as we get into it. But I want to go over the top 5 things we found this week. Number 1 is right here from the rag house. Picked up this vintage North Face jacket. I think it's the Summit Series. What's the thing? What's the tag on it here? Yeah, it's Gore-Tex XCR. Summit Series, like rain jacket, light soft shell jacket. This thing's really dope. Looks great. It is vintage. It's a good piece, especially if we're coming into the fall. High quality vintage North Face stuff with Gore-Tex always does pretty well. So picked that up for really, really cheap. So it was really nice to find that. Next up, we found something else that's really cool. Not nearly as valuable or anything as probably the North Face will be. But it's this right here, and this is a vintage Sears work and leisure, like shore coat jacket. Like it's blanket lined. You can see the blanket lining in here, and it's got a gripper zipper. I think this is from like the 70s. As far as I can tell, it's probably from the 70s. Might be a little bit early. Might be the 60s on this thing. Love the look here. Kind of has a little bit of a Carhartt Michigan jacket look and feel with the angled pockets here, the zipper in the middle, corduroy collar. This thing's dope. It does have a few splotches here and there, and some soiling just from time. But this is a really cool piece. This is one of those sort of off-brand denim pieces that I love to find because they're a little bit underrated. Definitely underrated on this guy, I believe. Such a cool jacket. It definitely has a good vibe to it. So glad to have picked that up. I believe I picked that up from our rag house that we go to. Here is number 3. Number 3 is super cool, and it's this right here, vintage, early 80s probably, Wrangler. This is the model, the 12-6MJ jacket. You'll probably be familiar with this from the movie with Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because Brad Pitt's character wears this style jacket. This is a beautiful piece here. We picked this up in a private sale that we'll probably be talking about. We might be putting out a video about it pretty soon, so we'll show you guys all what happened there. But this thing is beautiful. Early 80s Wrangler. The older ones obviously do a whole lot better, but this one looks great. Good color still in it. Love the W's across the pockets. And this one is super sweet. This is the first time I've actually ever picked up one of these personally. Like I've seen them, I've touched them, I've done all that stuff, but I've never actually purchased one myself. So this is the first time I've been able to do that for a good deal. And so this one's a super cool jacket. I can't wait to explore this one a little bit more. All right, now the next 2 are really, really cool. At number 2 we have this Lee jean right here. That's pretty much dead stock. It's pretty clean. It's got some splotches due to it's like light soiled or not light, but they're like dark soiled areas that you can see around here. But these are from the early 70s. You can see it has this patch right here, and everything looks pretty good on this thing all around. It looks nice and crispy, super deep dark. It does have, like I said, some defects, but this is a really great find for in Lee. I love finding this stuff. It definitely helps me out in terms of like just research and stuff. It's interesting. This one normally it would say Union made right here on the inside tag, but it doesn't. So got to investigate what that means and all of that. But a super cool find here. One of my favorites of the week for sure. Now number 1 is pretty awesome. And before we get to number 1, I do want to remind everybody we did just recently open up membership. So if you want to support the channel, just hit the join button. It's $2.99 a month. Supports us, helps us out, allows us to do more and better videos. So now number 1. Number 1 is pretty amazing. This is definitely the highest dollar value piece that we have here so far today. And it's this Big E orange tab. Very dark wash. Lots of color, deep color in this guy. It's like a size 29, I think. Very mildly worn. It does have some darker areas that may be somewhat like some soiling or moisture damage of some sort, but very hard to even notice against the dark blues here. But it is a Big E orange tab, and this is likely right here a Levi's 606 Super Slim, which was one of Levi's first slim fitting jeans. The Super Slim came out much earlier than this jean right here was produced. It came out, I believe, in the mid-60s. But this was their orange tab version of it. Not very many of these exist, especially in Big E. It did not appear that it was a super popular style from that era. That did not seem to go very far long after that. So, super awesome find here. It still has a lot of like light pale yellow threads. So I'm thinking this is like 69.70. It does have a Scoville zipper as well. And I will be doing a bit more of a video specifically on this pair right here in the future, so you can look out for that. But definitely my #1 find this week. I picked this up in a private sale we did over the week. Like I said, we'll talk about that more later on. But this one is super awesome. Definitely my favorite piece. It is #1, and it definitely deserves to be #1 this week. So, anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Join if you want to support the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.